Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your host and guide, Zolan Iron Shield, as always. And today, guys, a channel update for you here on this fine day. I hope you're having a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth, my friends. We've done it. We've finally gotten to the point. I have one fun thing to tell you about that I've updated with the channel that I've been promised you guys I would do, and also I have one cool idea for the future, for the far future, with an event that we might do for a giveaway thing at a certain level of subscriptions, okay? So, for the first thing is that the channel has a lot of videos. You all know that. You're all the best. Thank you so much for liking the videos, subscribing. You've been doing amazing. So quick little update on that. It's been awesome, right? There's been a little bit of a lull in the last couple months, but that usually happens this kind of year. A little bit more than usual, but you guys have been continuing to like all the videos. I really appreciate it, my current subscribers. So thank you so much. If you like Lord of the Rings content, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, with no further ado, I updated the playlists like I was talking to you guys about for a long time. So I've redone the homepage a little bit, okay? So you can always go to the playlist tab right here, okay? We'll go to it in a second. But I have the homepage. I spent 7 hours redoing this straight. It was tedious. But it's nice, and I love it because I like my stuff to be organized for you guys. I have a couple systems for you to see things. Let me just run through it real quick for you so not take your whole day watching this video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We have basically, it has the automatic for you, whatever the newest video is. It has the most recent uploads. Okay, this is an order of the homepage. It has popular videos, people that, the most watched. Past live streams you can check out if you missed a live stream. Current live stream happening or coming will pop up between these two, usual, but here's the new ones, okay? We have my voiceover series, all right? It's a LOTRO Tale and a LOTRO Adventure. That's the first group of playlists. We have the Return to Moria Lord of the Rings content, which is my Return to Moria gameplay videos, guides, and live streams of the game, okay? They're all there. I've set up four different guide playlists, okay? It's the same LOTRO guides that you love for this Lord of the Rings Online, but I've designed it and I've split it up, and I spent like 2 hours alone out of my work organizing and trying to make the videos to make more sense with these categories, okay? So we have the most simple to the left, which is 101 for Dummies, okay? That is the one that make you giggle, but that's like bare minimum brand new tactics, okay? For the Lord of the Rings Online. In fact, there might be a couple I want to toss in there from the other playlists now I think about it, but I will tweak this as I go over the next few weeks. I might add stuff. If you want to leave a comment, if there's a certain, you look through in a certain playlist, you're like, oh, I think you should maybe add this playlist, I will take it into consideration. I might not do it because I don't want too many playlists on the channel. It get confusing again, but my goal was not to have so many videos on one playlist because my guide playlist had over 300 videos, and who really has the time to scroll through all those, okay? So I wanted to make it a little bit less so you can go here and decide what level of video do you want first. So we have then 101 for Dummies, then Basics, which is for newer players or people who need refreshers. Moderate is just classic guide level. I think that's probably moderate across the board if you're an MMO player or LOTRO and you're just looking for some more information. You can look through all of them, of course. And then LOTRO Advanced are my more advanced ones. I assume you know certain things about the game, and it's more in-depth things, endgame, or something really complicated, that kind of stuff, or an in-depth guide on a class or something like that, okay? So there's that one as well. I may throw in an extra guide playlist that'll be like just like in-depth class guides, where it's like just about those long hour guides I do on an in-depth class. May do that later. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. But right now I don't want to build too many playlists. So then I got some more. This category is I split up a LOTRO Life, which is the blog series, and a LOTRO collection, okay, which is my collection series, replica reviews, United Cutlery, Weta, all that kind of stuff that I review on the channel. That's all been split up now to make it a little easier for you guys to kind of find that, if you want to look through my older catalog of stuff and not just watch my newest videos. Great, awesome. That it'll be easier for you to find now. Also, all of these playlists have the right thumbnail on the front, right? I did all that work too, which ones I wanted to kind of help pop out to see the playlists. If you notice too, I have a LOTRO guide, which I always tag on the end of the video titles usually, to kind of, so you know what's what when you see it pop up on your recommended, or I highly recommend that you guys go and to my homepage to see stuff every day if you're curious, because sometimes YouTube won't recommend it, and that's been happening to a lot of content creators. So if you want to see my newest stuff, and I release stuff almost every day, occasionally I want if something happens, but almost every day, just go to the homepage. I highly recommend it. A lot of people will just go to their subscription feeds page instead of the recommended page, because sometimes the recommended will just always give you new stuff and not what you already subscribed to. But, you know, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. So again, LOTRO Life was my blog playlist. As you can see, they all say LOTRO Life, which on the videos is tagged on the end. But on this, since I divided it for a playlist, I put LOTRO Life on all of the fronts, and then I do a / what it's about, okay? Same thing with the guide. You can see Moderate, Advanced Basics 101 for Dummies. This one is Channel Updates and Info. That's where this video will be on that playlist. Which my live music performances and LOTRO bands. So this is kind of a mix. This is going to be any kind of music performance that I can put up on YouTube, because a lot of times, you know, things will be copyrighted music, or my live performances of choir, or when I'm in my orchestra. Okay, so that's kind of cool if you want to check that out. Also, I put a generic cooking and anything else. So this, if I have some weird one I can't fit, it's going on this playlist. Okay, so keep an eye on that. It doesn't have much on it yet. Then I have Animals and Garden. That will be the horses and the dogs you guys like. I've got an advice and show and tell. I'm not sure I want to keep that title. We'll see. But it's basically one I just talk with blog, right? Or whatever. And then I have this one, which is Camping and Travel. Those are my big series that I do when I go on adventures, basically. And then if we go to this other one, I also have a generic, you know, Happy Greetings, Merry Christmas, whatever holiday and events one. And then now here's the big ones a lot of you guys are going to care about. I have my United Cutlery. So this is the Lord of the Rings collection ones now. I have the United Cutlery, okay? Armor and weapons. So that playlist will have all of my reviews of any United Cutlery replica you see behind me. I have lots more to do because I have 20 videos on there and I have, I think, over 40 replicas. So we'll get there. And I may do redos in the future if I think I can make it nicer, a video. And then I've got Lord of the Rings collection items. You can see this is where my Patreons gave me that. You guys are the best. And then we have models and weta items, books, lots of books, and then the virtual challenge medal things, okay? You can always click view all too in these little categories, because when we go a little lower, Lord of the Rings content for my Lord of the Rings Online fans. This is my LOTRO content. I've got a LOTRO Update, got a LOTRO Wardrobe, which you all know what this is. I'm not going to explain what each one is. LOTRO Battle, a LOTRO Ambience, kind of says itself what it is. Anyway, a LOTRO Tour, a LOTRO Tale and Adventure. I threw back on this one too, even though technically it's up here. I may again do a little change here and there, right? With some of these, I may mix it up a little bit. But then at the bottom here, you know, I got my recommended, all my friends, the company, right? You got my secondary channel if you ever want to subscribe to that, have a backup. Zoll and Iron Shield, that's my other channel as well. And then some of my great friends here. You can kind of see them here. Yeah, all these. This one's my cousin. Yeah, and that's Chance Thomas's music. Yeah, there's a lot of them here, like Timbo Took, Tolkien. Okay, anyway, they're all great. All Things Middle Earth, Epic Kingdoms, Council, Men of the West, Nerd of the Rings, you all know. Jethros, that's my awesome brother-in-law. But yeah, and then I got some recommended of channels that I like to watch, like Clemati de Profundis, and then like Winter Starcraft, which is completely not Lord of the Rings, but I really like his channel, so I just put him on there. So anyway, moving on. All things, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. You guys are so patient. If you're still here, you're amazing. Leave a comment. You're like, yeah, I'm still here. So anyway, all the playlists are here. You can always say view all if you want, but this has everything. Okay, so I also split up my stuff in a all the live things have been split up too. So this has every single playlist on my channel. But again, I would recommend just clicking the playlist tab at the top if you really want to see every playlist I have. And I broke it all down. So I have live. So you can see here we have all the live ones here at the top. I don't know if it organizes it by word. Let's see. Sort by date, last video added, date added, newest. That we'll just do that. That's fine. So it might not completely, I wish you could organize it by name or something or categorize it, but that's just YouTube. I can't do that for you. So you can see I did live stream at the front and then what it's about. I did the same system through all the channels to make that make sense and make it easier for you guys. And then as you can see here, so all the live streams, Rise to War live streams, special events, excursions, which are technically like not Lord of the Rings necessarily. They're just fun side things we did with other content creators and friends and Patreons. Return to Moria live streams, a Lord of the Rings update, which you already know about. You saw that. I have a exclusive Shadows of Mordor and War, which are the two games, which I will put more on the future. The Gollum game, when we did that one, Rise to War and Ambience. Again, these are a little bit mixed up how it does it on the playlist, but I may put out a, you know what? I'll do this right. Okay, I'm in the description of this video. It's going to be more work for me, but I'm going to list all the playlists. And in the groupings, LOTRO Tale, LOTRO that, and I'll post that on our Discord too, which you can join if you go to voiceoftherings.com and go to my social media tab down there. you can go join our Discord if you'd like. I'll post a little listing down there of all the playlists so you can kind of see it in one place, and I'll post that on Discord as well. So that's going to be an extra 40 minutes of work, but that's okay. I'll do it for you. So then I also have the Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2, which we're going to start playing more on the channel. All right, so that'll be the Battle for Middle-earth stuff. Return to Moria guides that I do for that game, which I'm planning on adding more. Hobbit Day and streams that I've done in the past. Anything for about Hobbit Day. And then you already know about those ones. Guides. There's a bloopers one here if you want to see that. Again, live stream kinship events right there. There's a Lord of the Rings short one. That one's kind of a, I'm not sure if I'm going to get into doing more shorts like that. So that one's kind of a secondary one. I got some recommended music playlists here. And then you can see our Middle-earth, Rise to War guides. We have, again, it's kind of out of order here. I've got my Inklings playlist, which has interview type things on it. There's a few videos on there. My lore playlist, right? Lessons, they're all done. So the whole thing is done and organized. And I'm really happy with it. And I'm pretty happy with this. I worked really, really hard for 6 hours. Of course, I'll tweak it over time, but I had to sit down and do the hard part, which was just get as much done as I could, right? I'm sure I'll find one or two things here and there. I'm like, oh, I want to change that. Oh, I want to add another playlist. Oh, I'm going to remove that and rename that playlist. But the system I have is what I'm happy about. If it's just a generic single playlist, it's going to be like the series names that I always tag on, like a LOTRO guide, a LOTRO tale, my fun little things. Or if it's streams, I have the slash. You can see right here, like this one's stream / all. That is all the streams I've ever had on the channel, that playlist. But again, if you go to any of my others that say streams, they'll be organized groupings of what they are. And there might be similar videos, depending on if it's a double, it counts for both playlists, right? Lord of the Rings Lore Master, the guide, the moderate ones are here, the tour, you get the point. So you know how it works now. So anyway, now that I've explained how I set up the system there to find stuff, hopefully it'll be nice for you guys to be able to enjoy yourselves, look through stuff. My goal of my channel is that you're having fun and I'm having fun. And one thing that I know as a viewer of myself of other channels is really hard when you can't find certain videos you're looking for. Or if the YouTuber tells you like, oh, I have a video on that, go find it here. It's really hard, which is why I was torn to not add more guide divisions with the guide playlists. But what I'm worried about if I do that, if I split this guide up more here, let's see, go to guides, more than 4, is that I think it's going to get out of hand. Then it's going to get overwhelming the other way, right? I want it to be, you have more choices on the playlist to find smaller groupings, but I don't want it to also be like, okay, which playlist is it? You know, there's 50 of the same. That's not the goal. I want there to be only a couple for each category of stuff I cover on the channel. Because we do cover a lot here. A lot of games, a lot of different subjects, many different types of things. And I enjoy it. And it usually all is revolving around Lord of the Rings and Tolkien, obviously. But still. So that's about it. That's what I wanted to show you. The big thing I wanted to talk to you guys about for later on is the fun thing. I've had a couple of my Patreons say that they'd like to pitch in for like a giveaway or something or event. This will be down the road, kind of like some have done in the past with little things, but I think they were thinking maybe a slightly bigger item or something, something fun. I'm not going to commit to what yet at this time because I don't want to push anything. You know, whoever wants to give something, that's wonderful. But I'm thinking for 10,000 subscribers. Okay, so this is, I think this is doable in a recent amount of time here, right? Because we're at 7.5 right now. So I think that over that, we passed that already. Okay, you're the best. Thank you for the support, guys. But yeah, so we're there. And again, remember, I have 1,800 videos on the channel. That's why I did this with the playlists. And a big chunk of them are on the shorts playlist, which I am not going to go through because there's a tab right here that you can also click shorts and go through all of these videos of all of my dogs and adventures and horse, the mini horse Freddy, and it's all here. Okay, so you can do that yourself. That's why I'm not going to organize the shorts playlists because I'm just have two different playlists and that's it. And also, you can always go to this live tab and see all the live videos that we've had. And you could also do that with the video tab. And it's all in order of when I most recently updated things. Okay? So don't forget about that stuff. There's also the community tab where you can go see if I posted things or see things that you might have missed that were cool or fun, you know, maybe a fun one of those quizzes or memes, you know, this kind of stuff. You can find that all here as well. So just don't forget the homepage. That's really important. I think. Really, really important. I forget the homepage, okay? As someone who watches other channels, I forget the homepage all the time. So I forget it's a thing you can do. And if you want to become a member, sweet. But that's more for me to do stuff with the playlist. So playlist tab, community tab, live, short, you know what they all mean. And the home I have organized again too, so that you can move through and see stuff. So I'm really working hard. As you've seen, I've been working on the studio lately. If you watched my newest video on that, which is, I believe, this one right here. It like zooms in. Also, if some depending on what device you're on, if you hover it, sometimes it'll show you a little bit of movement of what it's in the video at the beginning, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think of any other tips. So again, an event, like I was saying, we might have one of those in the future. I'm thinking around 10,000 subscribers. That would be a fun milestone. That'd be a big milestone. That'd be really cool. And also, you can always click here, right here, 13 more links. If you open this, you can see every link to my social media. It's always in the description of my videos, all these too, but you can see all the social media links right there. You're also all the best. By the way, I hit over, wow, we have another 100,000 already. Dang. I got over 1 million views on the channel the other week, and now we've gotten another 100,000 the last like 3 weeks. That's crazy. Thank you guys. But anyway, so I've even got and then this is where you go to find my internet site and merch store, which also has all of these social media links. Because Discord isn't technically in this one, you can go to voiceoftherings.com, click that, and go to the social media tab right here. And there's the Discord link that's always good. You click join here on that one, and then that's free. You can join it. You get extra benefits if you're a Patreon. One side thing for anyone who ends up going above and beyond to support like these Patreons here, if you do that, just remember, if you're already in Discord, if you join Discord with the link you get from Patreon, if you signed up to be a Patreon first, but if you don't, it won't automatically give you your membership level. Just let me know, okay? And tell me which one your name in the Patreon tab and which one you got, and I will immediately give you the right level of whatever Patreon to get those extra bonus channel things and benefits. So just keep that in mind for anyone who does that. No obligation. I'm never feel obligated to support in that way, guys. But there's a lot of free social media things you could follow here too to help me out and support me. There's also a link here for my Rise to War fans you can use. If you use it kind of just helps. They're not sponsoring my channel, but I get like a little bit of a bonus if you use the link and getting things in Rise to War. So yeah, and there's also some cool things in the gallery here. You can find some neat artwork to look at my artwork that my awesome sister has done, including some of our shots from kinship events. So keep that we worked really hard on this. And then you can go to my main thing, and in fact, you can see a bunch of my playlists here as well. Now, I will say that this one I have to double check is full organized. This is just kind of an extra step for people who maybe didn't find me on YouTube. So if you found me on YouTube, just go to my homepage. But if you found me on another social media, you could go through these tabs to find my stuff and then get to the homepage. So anyway, my friend, you're the best. Thanks for listening. If you listened, I did it. I promised that I would redo the playlists, and I've redone them in depth. Because remember, I only had like 30 playlists before. I've now broken them all down. I have technically like 54, I think, on the channel now. And again, not all of them will constantly be getting a new video, of course. I will have main things I do, like my LOTRO guides will be getting a Rise to War, LOTRO Tale. Those will always be getting new videos all the time. The other ones will be for when I do a special event. If I interview someone, it'll be on the Inklings playlist, right? This one. If I have, if I review a video, right, or a series or something, it'll be on Zolan's Opinions playlist, right? So if you go in, and again, if you click on these playlists, I don't want it to automatically play, do not. You can go through on the side here, right, for people who might not know, and see all of my reviews, things. You can see I reviewed some different things, and I have some of the Rings of Power I reviewed, and a couple other things for LOTRO I reviewed, and like the endings, the ending scene to I reviewed just a couple things here. In fact, I'm going to pull a few of these out. Reviewed even the One Piece series, which was pretty good, and a League of Legends video. And then of course, like the Tales of the Shire is at the bottom here, right? So just keep it all in mind, my friends, and you're the best. Turned into 20 minutes. I did not realize time flies when I'm talking. Why, hello indeed. Might have to update this video though. Do you guys like this video? This video is 2 years old now. So I actually technically, and if you're curious of ever seeing my old videos, I do have or old intros and stuff. I have a playlist called Old Other that I put my old stuff on. I leave it there, and then I put in parentheses like it's old in the title. I tried to update all that too. So, and if I find things that are older videos that have been outdated, I will try to do that as well. I'm not going to remove the video. I'll just slightly change the title, which I don't think messes up with the link. I don't believe, if you have the link saved. I think it still will go to it. It'll just have a slightly different title. Yeah, so you're the best. Stay happy, my friends. Have a great day in Middle-earth. Baruch Hazad Kuzad, I menu. I have many more fun videos on the way. I have many plans, and I have a new thing to review there on the ground that you can't quite see. It's a replica, and I'll just give you a hint. You shall not pass. I wonder what it is. All right, guys. See you in the next episode of The Voice of the Rings. Stay happy, my friends.